What's up, everyone? This is Danielle from the Collective Genius, and we are live in Clearwater, Tampa, Clearwater, Florida, and I am here with real estate investor Viktor Rybachuk out of Washington State. Viktor, how are you?
Good, I'm doing great.
Good. What have you thought of our event so far?
Oh man, I love these events. I go to these events as much as I can. This is actually my second event, and I definitely plan ahead to make sure that I'm here. Right? Being present in person is so more powerful than virtual. So I'm sick of Zoom. I love being in person.
Awesome. Well, it's always good to see you. When I saw you and I grabbed you over here, and it was like, you always have such great feedback. So I definitely wanted to chat with you. So Viktor, can you tell us a little bit about what your investment strategy looks like?
Sure. So we do a lot of wholesaling before. So we did quite a bit of wholesaling in years past. We did some fix and flips, got out of that because, you know what, honestly, marketing and sales is wholesaling, and investing in flips is project management. So we said, look, we're going to focus on just one thing and do that one thing and do it very well. We did. Now, we switched our strategy a little bit this year to do novations. So we're really big in novations. If you don't know what that is, it's kind of a big deal. I would definitely recommend you look into that strategy because it has absolutely doubled our revenue.
Good for you.
Doubled. So thank you to Eric Brewer for solidifying that strategy for us. So we do a lot of wholesale and novations.
Good for you. So you just wrapped up your, sorry about that. You just wrapped up our hot seat day here in Leon Barnes' room. So what were some of the biggest takeaways that you've received out of today's hot seat room?
Biggest takeaways is it was what Ryan Pineda said in the last meeting about social media, and it was reinforced a couple of times actually in the hot seats today.
Okay.
And that was social media is your resume. It is a way for you to get better with your marketing, to get you more employees, contractors to work for your business, and actually to produce revenue for your company. So social media is so much bigger than what we think as it is today. So if you are not creating social media, you're consuming it. You're one or the other.
Right.
How about you actually create it to benefit you? So to me, it was once again, it's like, oh my gosh, I need to do this so much more. And then we had Jim present on his last one, which I loved. That was my favorite presentation. And Jim said this, look, we're trying to scale in a down economy. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's where my mind is at. So I was like taking notes. I have an iPad full of notes. And what he said was super powerful. And it once again reinforces what Eric Brewer said and Frank Cava said about how to just dial in your numbers. So if you want to scale, this is what you have to do. You first need to make sure your numbers are tight, because whatever you scale, you magnify. So Jim talked today about how he turned his numbers, his leads to contract, leads to appointment, and made them better, right? And they said, okay, now that I got this dialed in, yes, I can justify doubling my marketing spend, right? Instead of spending $60,000 a month, he's now spending $115,000 a month on marketing because he can do that. He's got his systems dialed in. Yes, he needs a little bit more help on the dispo side, but being able to dial in your operations, he can say, yes, actually, I am going to go double down on my team. That's what he's saying. So that for me, that was super, super powerful.
That's awesome. Are you prepared to dominate the downturn? You feel prepared to dominate?
Oh man, I'm actually excited about the downturn. I like the downturn because this is an opportunity zone. It's not a fear zone. So when everybody's running, I'm running away from where they're running towards and running towards what's called the roar, right? Run towards the roar. If it's loud, I'm not running away from it, I'm running towards it. So the marketing's changing 100%. But be adaptable. Make sure that you are nimble enough to be able to take advantage of the opportunities. Another tidbit is have cash in this kind of market. Have the ability to take advantage of those opportunities. Because if you don't, well shoot, you're just gonna watch other people take advantage of it.
Awesome. All right. So Viktor, last question for you. I know this is your second CG event. Have there been any connections you've made since being a CG member that you feel have impacted your business or impacted you as a leader?
Yes, for sure. Phil Green. Oh my gosh, this guy's in San Diego. And I'm like, I'm doing pretty good. Wow. Talk about being humbled and talk about being inspired at the same time. Humble and being inspired is a great combination. Phil Green has just been able to show us the light of how deep you go in one market. I was saying this, oh my gosh, I have tapped out of our current market. I can't do it anymore in this one. Well, Phil Green is doing like 2 to 3 million a month in his market alone. That's San Diego. And here I am saying Washington State's not big enough. I have to go broader. For him to show that example, changed my mind. So Phil is another great connection. Stephanie Better is with Left Me.
So
Phenomenal human being. I love Stephanie. Such a beautiful soul. So because of her energy, we're making the switch to Left Me with Salesforce. So I think those two connections have been phenomenal. I could rattle off a ton more, but I think for this video I won't.
Victor, thank you so much. I'm so glad that you it sounds like you've gotten a lot of value out of your first 2 events. So love to hear it. If you are interested in networking with visionary leaders like Victor here, fill out the application and we will see you at our next Mastermind event. Thank you so much.